city of Detroit deserves a winner. A team that can win in the clutch. A team that can inspire, conquer, and cultivate championships. You deserve a podcast that can do the same. Everything you need, from NFL teams to the NBA franchises. My name is Avery, and this is the Spirit of Detroit. YouTube, what's happening? What's up? It's so good to see some people. Antonio Jenkins, Jimbo G, David Comanche Anderson, John Bradshaw, David Comanche Anderson again, Rams House. Oh man. Oh wow. Joe Polo in the building. I love the energy, man. It's gonna be a great show. I have the honorable, the most astute. Can you hear me?
I hear you. You listen. You ain't got to do it that good now. Don't give it.
The most educated, the Don, whatever, Don King, Don Dudliagla. I got the man, the OG himself, Luke G. Hand clap for Luke G, baby.
Hey, salute. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We finna have a good thing. Now, first things first, if you are already in this chat, make sure you hit that thumbs up button because you got to make sure you get that done. That's a must. Secondly, if you have not told a friend to tell a friend that we over here finna talk some Lions football and some big news has come up from Adam Schefter. You don't want to miss that. But I can tell you this much. We're gonna put a show on for you. So if it's 15 of us, if it's 20 of us, if it's whatever it is, we're gonna put this show on and have our own little party. Because this is made for Lions fans by Lions fans. So let's get it together, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I got where's my stuff at? Okay. So look, this the last batch. I got the hopium, baby. I got the hopium. Fully counted, still here. The hopium drink is the best drink that you could probably get, man. Look, this is sold in every Lions department store, every Lions
Facts
video. This is the hopium drink. We got it, man. It's for sale. Let me spoil it a little bit. Spoil it a little bit. Hey, you know what? We got Coach Campbell on the line. We have Coach Jim Mora. I actually want to cut to a video. We actually got Coach Jim Moore to actually talk about the Lions game. We're going to get into Green Bay. We're going to get into Ravens. We're going to get into big news. But we have to get this word in from Jim Moore. Jim Moore, you're...
Second game, we got our ass kicked. Or the second half, we just got our ass totally kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. The second half, we sucked. We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points. We got our ass totally kicked in the second half. That's what it boiled down to. It was a horse performance in the second half. Horse. I'm totally embarrassed and totally ashamed. Was that?
I swear to God, I wasn't expecting that from Jim Moore. I wasn't expecting. Jim, the hopium, we trying to sell. We trying to sell them seats, man. What the hell happened?
Listen, the hopium for me is still good. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're gonna put the product out there, put the product out there. I mean, but don't give them the formula to it. The reality is this. I think with hopium, anybody who doesn't have it when you still got 15 games left is funny to me. If you just think it's going to be a wash of a season, then more power to you. You should have no reason to be upset. My butt, on the other hand, is going to be upset because, 100%, I want to see us succeed, and I know that we could. I didn't walk away from both of them games feeling like, we didn't have a chance to win them.
I don't know why Polo got to run his mouth. We was just about to get into that. Joe, I love you, bro. I love you. I guess he exposed it. The hopium juice. We trying to sell hope, and you out here breaking news and stuff, man. Breaking news. So. I'm sorry to cut you off, Luke G.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah. Jamie Collins, as you know, is supposedly being shopped. I'm gonna let you break it. You the OG, man. I'm gonna let you break it.
Well, one of the things that they're saying, and this is according to Adam Schefter, who just tweeted this. I mean, he not even hell. I mean, you talking maybe 20 minutes ago. That Lions linebacker Jamie Collins, who was held out of practice today, has been a subject of trade discussions between Detroit and other teams per source. But Lions have fielded calls and are exploring a trade involving Collins. You know, the way I look at this is a lot. I got a lot of emotions with this for one, but there was one person that called this that I got to give props to, and that's Jim Bordeaux from Lions on the Prowl. He called this and said that he believes that with the way Dan Campbell coaches and his attitude, that he believes that he's going to get traded mid-season. And I originally said, "You think so?" Like, but they might let him play his time out. He said, "I don't think he's going to be able to finish, man." And I was done. I was done with him after this Packers game. I said, "Oh no."
Well, that's good leeway. What did you see out of the Packers game?
Well, first things first. Like I said, I know a lot of people want to take the easy route and say, "Oh, it's the Jared Goff problem. Jared Goff is the problem." I didn't see Jared Goff as the problem. I saw two interior linebackers who had the problem, and they became such a problem that it affected not only the D line, not only the secondary. It affected everybody because they weren't able to fill gaps. They weren't able to hold too many times because those linebackers wasn't getting it done. But what disgusted me the most was Jamie Collins just wasn't even, it wasn't even effort. He was jogging on most plays. He was jogging in the first game against the 49ers. I called it out. And I called out the Ellis Anzalone. And I realized quickly in that game that, we're not winning because guess what? All they're going to do is 100% say, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go after the linebackers. And it's very rare that a team decides I'm going to pick on the linebackers instead of going after the rookie cornerback. So when I saw that,
yeah,
I knew what time it was. I saw that. And I also think the penalties, my God.
Yeah, going after them linebackers. I was just on Easy's channel, and shout out to Easy. Support that video, support that man. He's a great man. I was just at Woodward Studios with him, and he was just telling me that the biggest thing for him was, the offense but we was running wasn't good or something. And I was like, the Green Bay Packers were running the same offense we were. They were passing to the running backs, passing to the tight end. They were being a functional offense, dink and dunk at times, and they only had that long shot to Devontae Adams. Shout out to him. And we only did they only did that because we went single high safety. And it was big for me because I guess the point of emphasis was what we're running is not an offense. And we seen that same offense that we were running. We seen it work for Green Bay. That's what I really got upset about when I was watching the game. I was just like, wow, all they're doing is throwing to their backs. What do you think about that?
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't even a matter of them throwing in their backs. I'm gonna tell you what really happened. They were trying to run it. No, seriously, they were trying to run the ball, but that D line wasn't having it. The D line was getting pushed, and they was getting, they was able to keep the pocket kind of tight. But then, lo and behold, look what happened.
Yeah,
when they started getting past those D linemen, the next set, like I look at it like this. It's all in waves. They got past the D linemen. The linebackers are supposed to scrape and feel. There's no reason for it. So when they were running the ball, the linebackers wasn't scraping and feeling. They were doing enough for the running back to dance and one of the D linemen to grab them.
Right.
Then they said, you know what? After this, we're going to see if they want to cover. Right. So they started sending everything at the linebackers because they already knew that one of them, a.k.a. Jamie Collins, he just didn't. He lacked effort. He lacked any care in the world. He just did not have the same level of aggression that you would want to see out of a line. Like, this dude is starting. If you don't want to be here, get out.
Right.
But, we don't have time for this. Oh, I'm buying in. And then I'm watching the tape and you jogging. I showed on film where that pass that went out the backfield to Aaron Jones was at least 3 yards from the goal line. And Collins was maybe a few inches away from him. You think he reached out to push him or anything? Nope.
Yeah. My thing is Alex Anzalone and Collins both look old, slow, and just not effective. And when it's that clear on tape, see, prospectively, I'm not supposed to know anything about basketball, football, any sport, right? I'm a fan. I'm supposed to buy tickets, and that's it. When I can see, like you said, the effort, when you can see the effort dip, or when you can see just even the formula, you don't even have to be familiar with football. They're throwing to the tight end. They're throwing to the backs. It's one-on-one underneath. I mean, we know who's to blame. I wanted Jamie Collins to go. I thought he would be better if he stayed because he restructured his contract. And this is real content right here. He's 31 years old, going to be 32 this season. He has $30 million left on his contract. That includes $18 million this year and another probably 12 next year. So even if we trade him, we have to take a result in the dead cap. I did see something by you said Bordeaux, James Bordeaux?
No, Jim from Lions on the Prowl.
Right.
Fellow DSA member. You know.
Shout
but he
DSA.
For 100%. But I'm just I mean, we had this whole conversation on one of his free for all Fridays, and he said, man, I think they're gonna trade him in the season, like somewhere close to the trade deadline, if not before. And I was like, well, maybe they'll give him a little bit more time, you know, because I don't think they're gonna want to put in the other linebackers.
But what do you get from a? Oh, go ahead.
No, what do you get for making a trade for him?
Yeah,
whatever you need, just take whatever. I don't give if they give you a 5th round pick, you take it, because at the end of the day, you cannot have a player who just not giving you effort. I don't even care. Like, you're jogging. You're not even trying to wrap up, bro. You just out there trying to collect a check. And the first thing that Dan Campbell has seen, being a player for the Lions, now a coach, he's seen them players who just here for a check. He's heard the locker room talk where people are in there talking about, oh, man, once I get this check, I'm good. I do just enough, and I ain't got to kill myself for it. Them days is gone, bro. Yeah. And it should be gone, because we cannot have these people on the field that is not giving max effort. When I sit there and I look at the rookie come in, it looks like he wants to have his name etched in stone in a bus in Canton. And how do you get that done when you don't even have effort? And it seems like this is something that happens with Jamie Collins too often, where he somehow gets unexpired and just freelances, do what he want, or do nothing at all. And I cannot take it anymore. I physically can't take it no more, because I can't understand why would you not have enough pride in yourself to try to be great? Right.
Well, we're gonna take a look at something. I love this. I love everything going on. Let's pan in Jamie Collins. Don't worry, we don't have him on the line no more. We don't have him on the line. I'm gonna pan to his PFF. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm seeing on PFF. I know you hate PFF.
What a passion!
You do.
What a passion!
But I got the premium package, so I gotta pay that little $40 a month. So we're gonna use that little $40 a month, okay?
Facts. Facts. I ain't mad at
the Detroit podcast. We pull no punches here. We're gonna definitely use it. So I'm gonna share my screen. Tell me if you see it. Might look ghetto for a little minute. Do we see it? We good? Yep. Are we good with this?
You got to take that comment off the screen, though. You still got a comment on the screen.
I got a comment?
Yeah, from Jimbo G. So you want to click one and just take it off so they can see the whole screen.
Oh, snap. I got all the stuff. You see me, right? I got all the stuff.
Yep.
Comment from Jimbo.
No, you're good. Just go back. Just click any one of them. No, go back. Just click any comment and then click it again. That's it. Click it again.
Oh, okay, cool.
There,
cool.
All right.
I'm still learning this stuff now. I'm not great like y'all. I'm doing okay. Let's see what we got.
You can make it full screen too, bro. But they ain't got to see us. Put that on full screen. Let's get it.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's the last one on the bottom. You see the one you just clicked that made it look like this. That last one, make it full screen. No, on the bottom of StreamYard.
Oh, on the bottom of StreamYard. Okay.
Yeah, on the bottom. That one, that last one down there. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. So this is what we got. We on it right here. Okay, it's real content. 6'3", 4.6. That was years ago. He was running 4.6 years ago. Right now, he's 48th in tackles. We got the assists. Overall grade 64.7. Got 7 solo tackles. No forced fumbles. Passer allow rating 158.3. And that's an analytics stat the Detroit Lions pay attention to. Trust me, the only reason Holmes is here is because of his belief in analytics. And you can see this. If it shows up on film and then you match it with the analytic dude, it shows up in the coaching room and then it shows up in the GM's pocket. We can see it. Look at these run defensive snaps, 50. Pass rush snaps, 4. So they have to, it looks like, I don't know how he's not on no pass rush snaps. That's crazy. But he's 46 in coverage snaps. And this is his grade at this point? This is his grade in coverage? Nah, that ain't going to get it, G. I believe I had a premium. Yeah, we had a premium. So we could see his season grades. What do we get in 2020? Did we get any good thing? 800 total snap counts. What was the grades? The grades defensive-wise. Oh, he's been a 64 this whole time. We should never restructure this contract, G.
Well, the restructure was to save us money and it made it easier for us to release him. So if the Lions were to trade him, let's say hypothetically right now they trade him, are they taking a huge cap hit? Yeah, they're going to take an $11.6 million cap hit. So whoever they trade him to, they're going to have to find somebody who's willing to help them out a little bit, or they're going to have to take that dead money and spread it out over the years. Right. Because they're only going to save 4.3, and that doesn't help. Now, if they had to get rid of him the next year, they would have saved $7 million, but you're still talking about a $6 million cap hit. So they technically would have needed him to be respectable come 2023, where they could have avoided him.
Right.
But he was, they was trying to give us more cap space to make moves, and I understand what it is. So, but again, this is part of the process on why it is. And to me, I don't even need, like I said, I'm not a pro football focused dude, but you spent your money on it, so we got to make sure we use that. That's for the culture. You use the money,
We gotta make sure we do it. We gotta make sure.
But my attitude is I didn't even need them to tell me what I saw. And what I saw was somebody who was so lazy, so freaking late. Like, bro, he wasn't even wrapping up on tackles. Even at the end of that Packer game, that was the first time they finally blitzed him, where he finally unloaded on a lineman. And the lineman, I think, was shocked because he was like, well, you ain't been playing all damn game. Now you want to be about that life? Now you want to jump in here and get it done? It's like, come on, man. And I just walk away. I just walk away. Bless you. I just walk away where I and look at it like, look, we have to be better on so many fronts, and it starts with effort. I don't give a care. That's why I asked this question earlier. I made a post on Twitter. I made a post on my page where I said, which one of these linebackers is better right now and why? Because I wanted to see what people was going to say. And for me, it was Alex Anzalone, a guy who I think is hot garbage. He's still better than Jamie Collins because he's at, like, I think Alex Anzalone gives you effort. He's just not good.
There you go. You go.
He gives you the effort. He's just not good. Whereas Jamie Collins could be good, but he don't give you effort. And so it boils down for me, do you take the linebacker who can be good but don't have any motivation, or take the guy who's motivated but not really that good? And for me, I'm taking the guy who's motivated and not really that good.
Right, because maybe we could put him in Jamie Collins' spot, and then we could effectively start Barnes, and Barnes could probably get those one-on-one matchups. We could just make a switcheroo if there is a situation like Robert Tonyan or whatever his name was that was just carving up this defense. Right now, I got the defensive grades. Can you see these?
I can see them.
All right, so if you can see them, everybody can see them, right?
Yep.
Say right in the chat.
Yep, everybody can see it.
All right, so we got the defensive grades for the team right now. So if Will Harris and Bobby Price are ahead of you and you getting paid, I got a problem. This is not what we do, Jamie. You getting paid. Look, man, man, you had 63 snaps, and this is the grades that we coming against. Now you good with the rush, but everything else, the pass rush, the tackling, the coverage grade especially is bad. So we're looking at the guys at the top. Charles Harris, 1-year deal, cheap deal. Romo Okwara, he's getting paid. He has to perform like that. AJ Parker has to perform. Alex Anzalone is below Jamie Collins, but if we put some injection and some new hope, like Pittman, like Barnes, if we get some new hope in there, I feel like we're gonna be good. And as you know, especially bad, Melifon will play like 10 snaps, and he right under you. So this is what I really have a problem with. And I know it's probably a misnomer to some people because people are going to be like, what do you mean you have a problem with this? I mean, someone plays 10 snaps and they rated top 11, top 12 right under you. You've been on the field for 60 snaps and you failed in 2 games. So we got to shop you around. I think when I think about it, it makes me angry because you're expected to be, a leader on this team, expected to be great. And you're not necessarily putting forth the effort in doing so. I know I got some PFF hate here. See some comments. What do you think about that?
That's me that say I hate PFF. I can't stand PFF, but I understand what we're doing. The only thing I can tell you is this: when I go through and I look at games, I just look at what happened. Like I look at what happened, and I walked away feeling like the weakest link on our defense unraveled the chain. Now, keep in mind, this NFL and these rule change is why the defense looks so much worse. Because the thing I've been hearing everybody say is the Lions don't have talent. The Lions don't have talent. Well, Kansas City have talent. They give up a lot of points. Vikings have talent. They give up a lot of points. So it's not a talent issue. It's a league change that they're making a move towards to get you more points from the offensive side of the ball. They want more shootouts, and I'm not for that.
Right.
So
right.
It is what it is.
Right. Right. Shootouts put fans in the stands, and defense, bores fans. We can't forget that Super Bowl Jared Goff was a part of, where it was the most boring Super Bowl in the world because it was 10-3. The novel fan just wants to watch the commercials. So it's getting kind of bad in the sports world. These rule changes are definitely affected by the culture and player safety as well, but mostly the culture, what people want to see. They want to see the LA throw for whatever. They want to see the Vegas Raiders throw for 1,000,000 yards. And
right, like why is it that all of a sudden now that all these teams who got talent, I mean, you talking about the Rams gave up a lot of points. Like all these teams who got talent, now they're giving up all these points, and hopefully as the season go on, they'll buckle up. But I've seen too many things where it looks like this team should have the best defense out there, and it's not.
It's not working.
So now
Charles Harris for being the best graded PFF player. He's showing effort. He's hustling. He's an ex-first round pick, but he's trying to rebuild his career. And we got to get those 2 middle linebackers. We got to get them straight.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. What would make me happy is to go out there and get Benardrick McKinney. I think with him, at the very least, I get a run stopper. I may not get the best coverage guy, but a run stopper I definitely get.
If you Brad Holmes, you also have to get a 5th round pick at the least, because you traded your 5th round pick this year to get this Benson wide receiver who hasn't shown up, who hasn't been good. He did.
Oh, wait. Let me go back. Did you say Benson ain't been good? The receiver, Trinity Benson.
I said that. Yes, I said that. Yes, I said that. Bang on the table. And this is the same thing I had a problem with N'Keal Harry. N'Keal Harry was like, everybody was like, trade for him. We trade for you, then we invested in you for real. And he had 1 catch last game, and I believe he had the 2 pass interference calls that went his way. on the first game. So I'm really trying to see this speed threat, this speed demon, or whatever I'm trying to hear. All this stuff I'm hearing from the past, like the speed demon, this great offensive player. I'm having a problem with my comment section. I can't see it.
You're not gonna be able to see it right now because you got it's gonna say private chat then comment. So then it'll come up when you go back to comment. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. The worst thing that can happen to the Lions is to have a guy with no effort. Like I don't like, bro. Like who wants a person with no effort? Like I hate to take it to this level. But I think the extreme examples that I give yield that the truth should always come out, not just in the easiest moments, but the hard. Could you imagine if you had like sex and a person was just laying there? They were just there. They didn't say nothing. They didn't give you no eye contact. It was nothing going on, right? Like you're just there. It's like, where's the effort? It's just like a piece of meat.
Well, we got to do the business math. So the Lions expected to have about 40 to 50 million if they get rid of a couple people. If you get rid of a Halapoulivaati Vaitai, I practiced that in the mirror for 3 times. Okay, this is the best content you gonna get in Detroit sports networks.
Big V, that's all you gonna get out of me.
Big V.
Yeah, when I get done with yours, it'll sound like a damn old 50 son. It's gonna sound bad.
I saw you yesterday. You was like, is that Thibodeau? I'm like
Thibodeau. Okay, I had I'm working on it. It's hard out here in these streets.
I used to teach, man. So you gotta, I used to teach. So I gotta make sure I'm saying the kid's name right. Anyway, we have to get something of value. You say anything, a 5th round pick, and then we pursue a free agent out there, and that's great. That's wonderful. I'm thinking this. The financials got to be in order. Just obviously, I have a problem with the dead cap space, the money he's owed no matter what this year. If we eat that cap space, what's our cap space right now? I can take a look at what our cap space is.
Right now, what the cap space is, I can tell you what that is right now.
Yeah. Do that for me. So
right now, our current cap space sits at currently. I'm like trying to figure out what happened.
They got to give buyouts to the NFL,
bruh.
That stuff that Troy Weaver is doing. Shout out to Joe Polo. Subscribe to his channel. Man knows what he's talking about. We need to start buying people out. Look, whoosh, give them a little something, get them out the door, and that don't affect the salary cap.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I just looked at the Lions salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
According to Over the Cap, we are at 5.4 million.
And we want to pay. And if we trade Jamie Collins, trade him, we paying him. And we cut him, he's due that money. So,
but I think we still.
I like to think with my little wallet. Where's my wallet at? I like to think with my wallet, not my brain. My wallet does the thinking. Go ahead.
We are 14th in salary cap, according to Over the Cap.
Woo.
14th. Now, part of this is a little bit, I remember the salary cap went down a little bit. It came up just a smidge. But the other issue is we got to put some people on full out IR. I think it might be time to go ahead and cut bait and give a settlement to some players.
Got any names off rip or
Deshaun? Another season, you just not available. Unfortunately,
he on injured reserve already.
I know, but you can just go ahead and settle up. Just go ahead and pay him out. Be done with it. We need the money. Elshon, not Elshon. What's his name? Cornell, whatever from Ohio State. He can go.
Yeah.
So it's these little things, man. Yeah, like I said, it's these little things, but. Again, the money tells you what it is, but the fact this is even worse if you think about it.
The money bad.
We don't have
cap hit $9 million next year. We still got to pay them.
Well, they're going to spread that money out, so it don't even matter. like 100%. Like, but let's just be honest though. Like, if they spread that money out, obviously we get a little bit of cap space.
Right.
I'm saying it's bad because look, they're still willing to trade you, knowing that their cap is like not good. That lets them know that, like, that lets me know that they're disgusted in what they saw out of him.
Yeah. I think that I don't know if y'all heard them cracks, but if your cap, you make a consistent point that the play is not there. Look, if we do trade him, the money's messed up. Like, we might as well trade you and send you to a winner because we want to get this dude on the field. My thing is, Alex Anzalone is a captain. He is supposed to perform. Jamie Collins is an OG. He is supposed to perform. And when you are an OG, shameless plug. When you are an OG,
I know, right?
when you are the greatest in the world, two of the greatest in the world,
talk to him now.
At a high level, and those videos are supposed to. I mean, those those players are supposed to count no matter what. So. You make a fabulous point. What I want to talk to you about too is the secondary in that defense. Campbell blamed. I know this is an impromptu question. The secondary. Are you gonna be looking at this secondary a little way because you got Lamar Jackson coming to town?
Mm-hmm.
I like Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar Jackson a lot. I think he's an electrifying talent. He's prolific. He is. Oh yeah, this is my Stephen A. impression. He's prolific. Just a concierge of the passing game. I think he's great. I think he's great. But do you think we're going to have an advantage? I mean, they drafted wide receivers. They brought in good wide receivers. They obviously developed a lot of time into getting wide receivers. You have Bateman out. You have several other people out. And I think the Lions can beat them. But it depends on the secondary. What you think?
I think the Lions can beat them depending on the linebackers. Because if I got to depend on my secondary to make plays, we in trouble. And that's the problem right now that we're having. We're giving up big plays. Safeties and cornerbacks are having to do more than necessary because people are getting past the second level of our defense. So, in my opinion, am I looking at the secondary? Well, yeah, because not for those same reasons that you may be listing, but because once you go past Iffy, I don't even count Okudah because I keep telling people he's a freaking safety. But once you go past Iffy, who's the next man up? And do you feel confident enough that this next man up can run with these damn receivers? Like, who's running with Hollywood? Right? Like, who's the guy running with him? It's got to be Amani, Right. So now the question becomes the other receivers and the tight end. Who's running with them? So for me, the secondary can be worsened, but that's because of the injuries. I thought that if we went into this game and if he played, I was after watching Iffy, I came out feeling like, well, damn. Where Okudah got exposed, if he came out and was like, not today. Yeah. And that pass that was caught, there was nothing but it was nothing that if he can do. That's like a drop in the ocean, bro.
No one blaming him for that. No, not for me. If he played amazing to me. I thought the fact that they didn't throw to a wide receiver until they seen the cover, the single high safety. When that took place, I was like, if he's doing his job.
Yeah, I thought like I said, I thought that they would come in and they would go after the rookie corner. Like that's what I thought they was gonna do, like how they did Okudah. They was like, no, we going after the veteran linebackers. They suck. And so they attacked us that way. But that's the only way I would be concerned with them. I don't want my corners or my safeties being too concerned with the quarterback because I remember during the Michael Vick days where Michael Vick, and I said that was a problem. Michael Vick was a serious problem when he had to run the ball. But I remember he would go against the Bucks, and the Bucks linebackers would eat him alive. Like Derrick Brooks wasn't having it. He's like, nah, not today. Not today. And so that's what we're looking for.
The Ravens. That's a good marquee point right there. That's what you're gonna face with the Ravens. Those Ravens linebackers, they can flow. They can get to the ball if it's a stretch play. They can go through blockers, block shed, and they effective in the pass. You got Patrick Queen. You got a belly of guys, and then you got Oweh, who I said was probably going to go to the Ravens, and he did. Oweh's looking great.
Always.
They're looking solid. They're looking like a pretty good defensive team. I'm not necessarily nervous about their defense. I think I'm more so nervous about ball security. Now, we got to talk about this. It's a hot button issue. I love hot buttons. Where my easy button at? But I love the fact that I love redemption stories. I love the second chance quarterback. I love people coming out the shadows, surprising you. Good stories. When I look at the Ravens secondary, they got Marlon Humphrey. They got 2 good safeties. One was a 6th-round pick. Our O-line is decent. We can run the ball. We can go play action, but we need ball security from Jared Goff. Does it happen this week?
Well,
did you say no?
I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna tell you why. It is not for a reason that you think. It's not for a reason that you think. So, Jared Goff, what we're doing to Jared Goff is the same thing we did to Matthew Stafford. It's the same thing that we did to Dante Culpepper, that we did to Jeff Garcia, to Sean Hill, to John Kitna. We keep putting that this game is going to come down to the quarterback, and it's not. And the reality is these games have to come down to us being able to run the ball and establish that run in such a way. Right now, Jared Goff seems to be infatuated with Quintez Cephas and TJ Hockenson. I'm cool with that. But I think we need to be more centralized in running the ball this game, because that way we can limit how often Lamar Jackson is on the field. If you're running the ball and you're controlling that clock, which I believe we could, that should be the route we should go to. If you start trying to play this game of let me put Goff as the one to make this thing happen, you're playing into one of their better strengths. So to me, we got to be able to do things to keep them off the field,
right? And
do that consistently and minimize penalties. Right. And I think that's where we succeed at.
If this is the game where Barnes needs to start.
Well, according to Dan Campbell, it's coming. He says in quote, changes are coming to the defense. And we're looking at everybody, and people like Burns deserves a shot.
Alex Anzalone is a problem. And I don't know how long he's going to go with this conservative effort to protect his guy. I salute being 10 toes down with your guy. You brought him in here for the rebuild, the change of pace, but he's bad. 29 percentile on PFF. You see it on film. You see it everywhere. But if you bring in Barnes, they like Andrews. They go after their tight ends just like we do. Their running backs can catch out of the backfield. I like their running backs. And I like this guy who came out of nowhere. They have 34. He just came out of nowhere. He's been doing a solid job. That game against Kansas City, coming off a high, beating Kansas City, something that, not many people, including myself, thought they could do. And, Kansas City popped that ball loose. The ball is in their court to change the course of their season. They're going to be motivated. They're going to be a little more higher in spirits. And I'm not just saying that because they won. I'm saying that because the schedule is it favors them.
Favors the Ravens?
Their schedule favors the schedule that they have left. They could be 5-1. They play some teams, but them teams ain't. By the time they get to Pittsburgh, hold on, let me bring up their schedule. My point was with the Ravens right now, if we somehow shock them, if Jared Goff shocks them, if the world shocks them, they might go downhill from this point on. So it's on us to really, this is an AFC championship caliber team. It's on us to actually get the coverage linebacker in there. Barnes, we need him in there. Coach up any secondary player. If you got to bring in a dude off the street, coach him up, please. Okay, bring up Robbie Coleman. Bring up the dude you just signed. It's a must win for Detroit. And that's what I think. What do you think about that?
I think every game is a must win. Week 1 was a must win. Week 2 was a must win. Nobody believes in you. They have you the underdog in 17 games. The point spreads are ridiculous against you. And then when you have that type of push and anger going towards you, every damn game's a must win. You have to prove that you're here.
After Detroit, you got the Broncos, which I think after the Broncos is just an easy schedule up until the point where they see the Browns. So it's on them to define their season. They're going to have some pressure on them if they lose to us. So I know it's going to be an added, bucket.
I put it this way.
Sure.
I'll put it this way. The Lions mess around and beat the Ravens. That would be big. And because I believe that we can beat the Bears the next week. And that's even if they bring in Justin Fields. Because I'm not
that Justin Fields is going to be.
See, I'm not afraid of Justin Fields. I'm not.
No.
But I mean, you're talking about having a guy come in and that can handle their business, and get things done. Yeah, I think if the Lions find some way to win this game, which again I would be shocked, I really would. I would be shocked if that happened. But if you did find somebody to some kind of way to win that game, I think the Lions can really end up back at 500 after their week 4. And that's huge. That's 2-2 in the first quarter.
Right. That's 2-2. And then check this out. And I know I'm a grandstander. I'm sticking with Goff. There's some stuff that he needs to fix. But in this game, it's a winnable game because 1, it's a trap game. 2, for them, it's a trap game. 2, it's at home. So we need to actually show up and show out. Look. We need to show up and show out, okay? 3, they have the run game. They are dedicated to the run. This is a mirror. Their strength is the run. Our strength is the run. This is a mirror. We just need to get off the field. Defense needs to get off the field. Goff needs to protect the ball. And if he can do that, he can eke out a win. We can be 1-2 on a season. And this season don't look so bleak.
Well, if this is a 16-game season, 1-2 might be a little bit more shaky, but it's 17, so it's a little bit more sketchier in that regard. However, I will say this, that the Lions formula is working. The play calling, I really can't complain about Anthony Lynn's play calling. I know people didn't like that 4th and 1 play call, but I'm like, everybody was freaking open. Like all of them.
Yeah, with the exception of the person he threw it to, yeah.
That person was open. That dude was open, bro. He was not open. He was open, bro. That dude was open. And I'll show you. Listen, I'll show you. Listen. Think about it. Look at the coverage that was on Devontae Adams, and Aaron Rodgers dropped it in there. Sometimes a person can make a perfect pass. In this case, that guy was open, but I think Goff threw the ball to where only his receiver can get it or no one. And Quintez Cephas, in my opinion, he should have continued running back to the ball instead of reaching out for it. Just like while he was grabbing on my man Jersey at the end of that half, if he had to just use 2 hands, he would have probably caught it. So it's little things like that I see. But like I said, I can't say that Anthony Lynn play calling is a problem. And I can't say that the Lions don't have the ability to run the ball. They do. Right. They just it's a mentality, and you gotta stick to it. Right. You have to stick to it. It's a mentality thing. And that's the only thing about it. Running the ball is a mentality thing.
Mm-hmm. And you have to stick with the run. Again, they didn't stick with the run. And we won the rushing battle. You know, it was 101 and 96. We ran the ball well. I think that we just lost the turnover battle. And then time of possession was another thing in the third quarter. Against the Ravens, we can't make those types of mistakes. That type of team is going to live off those types of mistakes. They thrive on those types of mistakes. If you turn the ball over to Marlon Humphrey, it's coming back for 6, or Lamar's going to get him 6. That team is deep as far as analytics goes. That team is deep with the variety at linebacker. They got your stopgap guys. They got your guys who can flow. They got your pass rush guys. They really built to go to the AFC Championship game. And this offseason, they took considerable interest in upgrading wide receivers, getting more weapons. And, they got hit with the running back injuries, of course, but they found a way to continue to be a run-dominant team and found a way to continue to uphold their standard. If we could disrupt them, obviously Lamar, and if we could disrupt them, especially in the passing game, it doesn't even have to be pressure necessarily. Let's get some coverage sacks. Let's get our guys in a position where, he's holding the ball and he can't find nobody. And we got Barnes in the spot, or we got a safety coming down or something. Because I'm depending on Trey Flowers to get pressure, but I know that's crazy. I know that's something that's, something that it's like a Christmas list. It's like a Christmas wish, So I know that I'm asking a lot of my team to just get pressure, play defense, be better on third down conversion. I'm asking probably a lot out of first and second year players, but that's what I expect if we're going to win this game. You can't make no mistakes. Against Green Bay, they was letting you make mistakes. Green Bay didn't play awesome. They played awesome off our mistakes, if you want to be for real. So
right. I mean, the Lions shot themselves in the foot both games.
Right.
Think about this. You have a team that comes out against the 49ers and in what 9 minutes you can put up 23 points. Now you can put up 23 points. You have a team that comes out where everybody said y'all was hot garbage and wasn't going to do nothing, and you basically quiet the crowd, put pressure on the Packers, wake everybody up and say, you can sleep on me if you want, I'm still here. Right. This level of play and this style of play is evident to me that this team has something. It's there. It's there. It's just you got some weak links. And I'm telling you, with small changes. Yeah.
On the broadcast.
But with a few small changes, not nothing crazy, not nothing extravagant or anything like that. Just a few small changes, i.e., better linebacking play.
Yes,
I think we can get a lot of things done. I think it can be a better situation than people would like to allow to themselves to believe, in my opinion.
Right. I don't think it's going to be an interesting matchup with Hawkinson on Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen is not someone you could play with. If I'm saying his name wrong, I believe it's Queen.
It is Patrick Queen from LSU.
Yeah. So he's not someone we can play with down there. But again, we have a mismatch problem where you have Swift, you have Jamal Williams, so there's a lot of other breadth of talent. You might be without Tyrell Williams again. So Marlon Humphrey's going to put the clamps on Cephas. I have a word from our sponsors. I gotta put this in here. I got a sponsor for the video today. Shout out to them. This is a word from my sponsor. I'm about to be right back.
You're reaching deep inside you, oh, things you've never known. It's been tough, rough going, but you haven't gone alone.
We do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day.
Think all that you can be.
Hey, First Sergeant. Good morning.
Find your future in the army.
Just in case y'all wanted to join.
Hey, listen. Hey, I appreciate that. First of all, this sad part, why do I remember that commercial? That's right. I remember that. Hey, I'm going to leave it alone. In fact, I'm going to show you how crazy it is. They used to run that commercial after the G.I. Joe episodes a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah?
The old G.I. Joes back in the day. So, yeah, I was like, hey, where he find that
at? Oh, man, you should see me with my unit, man. I be playing the Army theme song. They be looking at me crazy, man. They be like, you really like doing this shit, huh, Horton? Yeah. This is the life. This is the life.
Hey, listen.
I'm gonna get back. Go ahead.
It is what it is. No, I'm saying it's a thing. So again, to the people who serve, man, salute to you, and thank you for your service, because I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I could not do it. I'm not that guy. You're gonna have to come to my doorstep for me to fight. I particularly like to avoid conflict because I know how I get. So, but yeah, I mean, listen, if you serve, salute to you, and in my eyes, y'all shouldn't have to pay for nothing. Y'all should have a gladiator's treatment upon everything y'all do.
Yeah. Look, I'm trying to find my Twitter thing to get back on topic because I lost topic with I lost topic for a second there. Do a lot of grandstanding when I'm trying to defend Goff. It's really hard.
Well,
can Goff redeem himself?
I mean, what does he have to redeem? Come
on, man.
No, I'm dead serious.
On,
what does he have to redeem? What is it that he's not redeemed? What is it that are you going to tell me that he's just that bad? I mean, let's be honest. I'll be the first to tell you the first half, he was super freaking safe. I was like, yo, you too damn safe, right? He took care of the ball.
To Hawkinson, I was saying the same thing.
Yeah, he was too safe in the first half. Second half, he was like, all right, I gotta let this thing rip. And I was happy for him. Right. You go you go and you reverse that and you go over to Green Bay game. First half, he just let it rip.
Yeah.
Second half, once they knew that we was all past, yeah, things got real suspect.
Yeah. You mean we was all past with 17s, 20?
I know, but that's how you beat a team. You make them one-dimensional and you tee off on them. The sad part is, even though we were teed off on, they weren't really doing much of nothing to get home with us anyway. We were just having miscues and things like that.
This is why I think we could beat the Packers again. And I know I got my hopium here. I understand by Simply Orange. I got my hopium. But check this out. We can beat the Packers again because Joe Barry is a bum defensive coordinator. The void was never filled by Dom Capers. They still trying to look for a dude. Joe Barry used to, just in case, for context, if y'all don't know who Joe Barry is, he was the defensive coordinator of the Lions when they went 0-16. He was told by LaFleur at halftime, either dial it up or play more coverage. But I don't want them doing nothing else at all. I don't want them scoring. I don't want them doing nothing. So figure something out. He was told that by LaFleur. Had an interview after the game. His hiring, and then if you think the 0-16 Lions was some type of like aberration, Joe Barry again for Washington. I don't even know how he got a job. Anyway,
I don't either. I swear, but this is the NFL. There's a good old boy league.
He's ranked last. Go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with you. This is the NFL. It's a good old boy league. They recycle the same bum coaches over and over, and I mean they essentially are peeing on us and saying it's raining. It'll work.
They're gonna die. The Green Bay Packers gonna die by Joe Barry because they right now are built to win a championship, and then they blow it up all next year. The salary cap, everything they got going permits that. Okay, that they have to cut so many players. They're like the Steelers of this past year. I don't even know how the Steelers retained everybody. But obviously they're going to blow things up and everything's going to have to be great. And Joe Barry is not that. So I think we can beat them again. And I think they'll be at the playoffs, probably by the Rams or somebody lucky that can actually see through this vanilla bullshit that they were playing. Because they were playing a lot of vanilla plays. And I'm thinking to myself, when they dialed it up in the second quarter or second half, like we could really beat this motherfucking team. It was 17-17 before that drive. And those penalties where Alex Anzalone, acted crazy, like he didn't know how to play football. But
which one?
Just note
which one? You talk that one where
he had either a holding penalty or pass interference, but it
was a pass interference on 1st and 20, bro.
First and 20.
It's 1st and 20. How?
20. And I go to my dad to watch the game. I go to my dad's because that's my dad. I usually see him on Sunday anyway. We connect, and I try to see my family once a week. So dad is the last stop. So I went there on Monday. I'm like, me and my dad just looked at each other because my dad used to coach basketball. So we just looked. He gave me that look. Your boys, man, your boys. Like that's a perfect time to change the momentum of the game. It's 1st and 20. You gave him a first down, and then he got scored on like 2 plays later.
Well, I can tell you this much. When you go through and you look at this team and you look at that game and where they are and where they could be, I think we have to start to say, where are our true weaknesses at? You can't just tell me it's the whole defense. Like I said, the NFL as a whole has a defensive issue. So we have to be honest and blatant in that regard to say, hey, this is what it is. And this is the weak link. Right now for us, it's interior linebacker. And it is what it is.
And that, and by the time we fix that, the secondary gonna be. I don't want to be the dead horse. I just had to get that out. That was on my spirit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. There's a lot of Lions detractors. I think there's a lot of people calling for Stafford back. And you mentioned Jared Goff. What does he need to be redeemed from? Right now, as it stands, Stafford and Goff have the same stats.
What's wrong with that?
Virtually the same.
What's wrong with that?
No, there's people calling for Stafford right now. Like, I'll do anything for Stafford, bro.
But you know why, though? You know why? Because the biggest thing that I've noticed with Goff and his playing safe is I'm at least from what I can tell, he's not fully going through his reads. Period. He's not fully going through his reads, and that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
On the play where it's fourth down, and you said he wasn't. On that play,
Jared.
Yeah, when you said it's fourth down and the guy wasn't open, there's a guy right in front of him wide open.
Wide.
He never thought to look there. So and then plus people were calling for Stafford because they know Stafford would try to squeeze a triangle into a rectangle. Like he's going to try to make the impossible possible. And people like that gunslinger mentality. But in the end, I just think for Jared Goff to come in here, he's learning a new system in a new city, a new town where everybody already can't stand him, don't like him, want him gone, want him traded. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think that we got to realize that another thing too is that when I say the difference between Goff and Stafford right now is literally the interception, or no, it's the turnover ratio right now, as it is right now today. Stafford has 5 TDs and 1 interception. Goff has 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and he has 5 TDs. Their yards, 599 from Stafford, 584 from Goff. This is the key difference, is their attempts. Stafford has 56 attempts in 2 games. Okay, he's throwing the ball on average less than 26 times, 30 times a game. On average, he's throwing the ball less. Goff, 110. He had 105 passing attempts. So out of 110 dropbacks, 105 passing attempts, he is not a guy where you're just throwing. And the hatred for him is starting to really it's starting to permeate.
But that's every Lions quarterback. Like if you were to go through and look at every Lions quarterback, then you're going to see that hatred is still the same. The problem is this, where I don't think people understand what's going on in that Green Bay game. I think Goff had like the longest protection of all the quarterbacks that year.
Mm-hmm.
But Stafford is balling. I'm not gonna say he ain't balling, but he's balling. But I stay away from the Stafford talk because he's not a Lions no more. I'm just looking at Jared Goff. Mm-hmm. The hatred for Jared Goff is simply because of 2 reasons, and it really is the 2 reasons. One, most fans wanted Justin Fields, and because they didn't get that, well, all hell be damned to this man Goff. It just is what it is. So there's no getting around it.
Yeah. I think that I see a Super Saiyan saying, and this is an actual fan say this too. I agree. I've seen a comment saying the elephant. Have y'all discussed the elephant in the room? I believe.
He talking about the Jamie Collins, the possible trade of him and his trash play at the linebacker position.
Again with that, I want to have a small caveat to that. Like, that dude has no value. I can understand. I don't see value in a 5th round pick. I really don't see value.
It's not the 5th round pick. It's what you can put with him to get him up out of here. See what I'm saying? What can you package up that would get him up out of here?
What can I package up right now?
Yep. So think about it. If I got to package up, let's say for example, because one of the rumors is that the Dallas Cowboys really want to move on from Jalen Smith, and they want to move on from the Wolf Hunter, Vander Esch.
Yeah, Vander Esch is, yeah.
So if I can package something with Collins to go over to them, they get to keep their linebacker, and I get Jalen Smith or Vander Esch, I'm happy.
Okay.
So it's about playing around with what you can get. There's value in being able to get people to do certain things. That's just the truth. Right. There's value in that. But I'm also with Ferg Lion 509. He says I will trade him for a bag of Skittles and a handful of paper clips. Me too. Because he doesn't have effort. You have to have effort.
Right.
And he does not have that. So yeah, me too.
This is my thing, right? I believe the league ain't stupid. See, y'all could finesse the Rams. This is Avery talking. This ain't, Avery show talking. This is Avery talking. Y'all can finesse the Rams, and they're gonna find out about Stafford around January. Maybe Thanksgiving they're gonna find out about Stafford. Y'all can finesse that. But if y'all trying to finesse Jamie Collins, he's 32 years old, gonna be 32 in a couple of months. Then he's already slow. He's not showing up on film. He's not showing up on tape. You would have to be decimated at linebacker, or you would have to just be like a team that just wants to give away capital for no apparent reason, because you feel like you can win now. Like, for instance, if Jamie Collins played, if he played half as good as he used to be, let's see, his best year was New England, 2017. I believe that his PF grade was like 94.
Shit, scratch the PF grade. Just look at the year.
If he played like 2017, we would get probably a 4th round pick at the most.
Yeah, but you don't really need to look at the pick in terms of it being 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, or anything like that. What I would do is, instead of looking at it like that, is ask yourself the question. You got one question that got to be answered. It's one question.
Yes, sir.
Can we upgrade from Jamie Collins? Yes or no?
You got to upgrade.
Whatever we get don't matter as long as it upgrades from Jamie Collins.
Man, speaking of which, actually, you know what? You just reminded me of something. We were supposed to debate because I hated Barnes and I hated Amon-Ra. We were supposed to do that.
We were supposed to do that, but I told you in good time.
I made a whole video apologizing to Amon-Ra.
Listen, he's having a slow start because I can tell that the chemistry is not there with the quarterback. The quarterback is still getting used to him. But if people remember when Cooper Kupp came into the league with him, he had a little bit of chemistry issues with Cooper Kupp too, trying to figure out, how can I get this ball to him and how does it work? So once they get that chemistry down, he'll be even better. Right. He showed flashes of getting open, but then there's the other side of it too with Derek Barnes, a person who I thought outperformed both the linebackers and should have played, but I guess not.
Yeah. Let me share my screen with you once more. I know that I don't want to try to keep you this long. I want to keep you forever. I want to just keep you here. I want to get probably. I know you just got off work. You do a good job. And
it's all good, man. I got a few minutes, man. Like I said, once I get off here, I go play with my boys and let them tear my house up and then clean it back up and then get ready for school. And we often do this thing again tomorrow,
Yeah. I want to share my screen because I think this is valuable. This is all good content. So I want to see what we're doing here. What are we doing? Because we're talking about receivers. And this is what I like. We got a deep threat. This dude, can you see my screen?
I see it. We see it. We watch it. We get it.
A deep threat. Am I mistaken? I thought this dude was a possession receiver. I don't know where he's coming from. I don't know if he did some speed training. He was working out. When he's lined up as an X or a wide receiver, he's doing considerably better. And Amon-Ra, numbers are a joke. But look, film taught you that. that this is what he is. We got to get Terrell Williams back quick because we need Terrell Williams here where my mouse is, and we need your boy Cephas here. Okay? And Amon-Ra can just work the middle, work these linebackers and safeties. This is what needs to happen immediately. Now let's look at your boy. You see him on the screen, right?
I'm looking. You still got a comment on there too. So take the comment off so people can kind of see a better look at the screen.
Yeah. I got a comment up.
Yep.
There we go.
Just click. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's get it.
Little learning. Look
It's all good.
Trinity Benson's not my guy. Okay. There's nothing you can sell me on. Look, I think I saw a refrigerator. I was at the Gardner White. I was at Gardner White.
Right.
Even though they closed down. I was at Gardner White.
No, Gardner White's still open. Art Van closed down. Remember Art Van?
I was at Art Van then. Looking for the old refrigerators. And I seen this one refrigerator. It was on a trolley, okay? They had it on a little dolly. That's what we call it. I had it on a dolly, right? And I was like, damn, I could throw a pass to that. And it would actually catch. This dude, I don't believe in him. I don't see him. I don't know where he's at. He had one. This is his first catch. The catch that he had this past Monday was his first catch. His first real catch. I'm not sold on this dude. And you can't go trading willy-nilly and doing all this stuff if this dude is not producing. Now, this dude needs to be where Trinity Benson is. He's been doing great. I believe he still has speed. He looked crazy. Looked like Hines Ward here. But
let me try to help you. Not me. I don't want to sell you anything because I feel like selling you something ain't worth the energy, right? Like you are not going to be bought in this moment, right? But I want to bring it to your attention in a little bit of perspective. I talk football in perspective. I don't talk it in any other way or form or fashion. So if you were to look at his catch percentage right now, it's about 44.4%. Many people will say, well, that's not pretty good. That's pretty much terrible. He's been targeted 9 times and only got 4 catches. And again, people may say, well, that's not much to say about anything. But here's the thing I want you to understand. He has literally, and I cannot make this up, he has literally played in 2 games. 2 games.
So we can crucify Alex Anzalone. We can crucify Jamie Collins. We can crucify, but we can't crucify. We can crucify Goff. We can crucify whoever we want. But Trinity Benson, he only played in 2 games.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he only played in 2 games, and in those 2 games that he played in, he only played in 73 snaps. So,
yes, sir.
So those 73 snaps that he took, which is about 49%, that's according to the Pro Football Reference. Those 73 snaps that he took is also him coming here as a trade person afterwards. They're just not utilizing him. This is something that I pointed out with Isaiah Simmons when people were trying to still prove to me that I was ridiculous for saying that we should have took Simmons over Okudah. I said, look, they're underutilizing Simmons, and it's ridiculous that they're not utilizing him. To kind of give you more of a breakdown, you can literally look at his usage in each game. In the first game he had against the 49ers, they literally targeted this. They literally had this man in the game literally on zero special team snaps. Oh, right, here you go. There you go. All right. 49 snaps that they had him on offense, right? 49 snaps. Of the 49 snaps that they had him on, ask me how many of them was pass plays.
How many of them was pass plays?
Let's go with 14.
14?
That's it. They were running the ball. Then you go to the time that they used him again against Green Bay, where he was targeted 3 times and got 1 pass, and he took a total of 24 snaps. Ask me how many of those snaps that he was on was a pass play.
So you're on discussing this. I love this. How many times on each pass play?
6. So he's not being utilized enough for me to make any type of statement that he's not going to be good or he's not going to be worth the trade value. Benson, surprisingly though, has been showing to me from what I've seen on tape that he's getting open. And That is the thing that is special about Benson. His ability to get open and to create separation in ways of route running that you're not getting from other people. That is what he's here for. That is what makes him special. And as they continue to build up these rosters by doing it the right way, getting people who is looking to make a name for themselves, like Kadero Hodge, like an Amon-Ra St. Brown, and these other people, this is when you get the best of the best out of him. So it's too early for you to give him this harsh critique, and he ain't had no opportunity.
I'll give you that. But if Benson balls out this season, I'll go buy his jersey. Simple as that. I'll wear the little mistake every day.
Come find me by the halfway point. Because
Thanksgiving or Stafford time.
Listen. If you want to do Stafford time, cool. But I need to see more utilization out of him. The reason he's not getting used more, and this is the truth, he's not a good blocker. When they want to run the ball, they put in Amon-Ra St. Brown. They put in, the guys who are better blockers. If he learns how to be a better blocker, he'll get in more. Until then, you're never going to get a full discovery of him until they can get him fully implemented into the scheme.
I want to shift gears a little bit because this, if you see my screen, this is the biggest issue right here for me. They need to figure this shit out real quick in a hurry because this is going to be a problem. I'm telling you right now, you cannot mess around on special teams with the Ravens because them boys, there's some dogs, okay? Them backups are some dogs. Them backups can start on most teams. Some of them dudes, man, this dude right here fumbling that first week. Khalif Raymond not getting no type of separation, not even going off. And you could say that's a rule change. And, I would agree with you because I love Khalif Raymond dearly, but we need to fix this. We need at least a 70 or above. And it shows on tape. They're not getting great field position. They're getting average to below average field position. But they punting is amazing. They punting is like probably the best situation. Like he is like an all-star performer right now, the punter. And that's sad. That's saying something too, because he can boot it.
Well, listen. I'll tell you like this. If we being fair, I honestly can't get mad at you about the special teams, but I do think it is rule. They're trying their best to play smart, yet play aggressive. And so if you're playing smart and playing aggressive, I really don't want my kick returner returning the kick unless he has a high percentage chance of getting good yardage. If he doesn't, let it go into the back of the end zone. We'll start off at our good old 25-yard line and get her done from there. Mm-hmm. It's good football, in my opinion. But again, man, this is why I love what you do, because you're willing to be critical and harsh based on that moment. I got to see the whole painting. You got to draw the whole thing for me. I can't judge you until I seen the whole picture. If I tell you I want a painting that look like me, and you mess around and draw a dinosaur, well, either one, you're trying to be goddamn funny, or two, you're trying to find out if I can punch you in the face for being goddamn funny. But either way it go, I need to see the whole picture. And the reality is we're never going to get a picture looking at the stats. We got to look at the film, and the film is going to tell me what I need to see. Benson will be all right.
I'm all for film study if you want to do that. I know our competitors are doing that. So, I'm all for film study. If I do invest in that, it's got to be utilized. It's got to be a structured show. Got to be something that's really like put together. Y'all know I care about edits, cuts, shots. Y'all, if you watch this program regularly, I care about music, shots. I care about making films. So if we do the film study, put the film with the stats, we could do that. I'm gonna need to lock you in. I'm gonna talk to you about that offline if we do that show.
Yeah, we can do that. Because one of the things I want to show you, we can start off. The first film we can do is me showing you that my man's was open on that 4th and 1.
I already know that.
We gonna start there. The receiver was open. I'm just telling you.
You not talking about Swift or Hawkinson. You
talking about I'm talking about the one he threw it to. He was open.
Man, come on, man. This is why we have the OGs, people. Like, comment, subscribe, like the stream, man. This is why Spirit of Detroit gives you. This is what we give you here, man. And this is what we give you at Luke G's channel.
100%.
Luke G has been doing this for a long time. I found you in 2017. When I found you I think that was 2017. I wasn't a soldier at that time. So correct me if I'm wrong. You've been on here for how long?
I've only been doing this for 2 years.
So who was that? Have you ever guest starred on somebody's stuff? Because I feel I've heard you for a long time.
I've been on quite a few different people's channels, believe it or not. Especially
you started 2019.
I think it was like late 2019. It was really after that Thanksgiving game where everybody started blaming Stafford. That's when it took off for me because I was like, what? I'm like, Kenny Golladay dropped the game-winning touchdown before the interception came. So
I'll tell you what I seen you on. It was alive. I was with my boy Brandon. Shout out to Brandon. I was with him, and we was just going through. At the time, we were watching somebody else, and we was like, he just say stuff, you know? I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, I was like, he had you on his TV, so I'm like, who is this? He was like, hey, this dude be breaking shit down, bro. Like he talk like you. No, he don't. Let me see. And ever since, no, he don't. You know, I'm a hater. I'm like, he don't talk like me. Because we had the Hopium, right? We had a channel for hope, nothing but hope and optimism. Then we had a channel for speculation, and I have more questions than answers. Then you had some channels that were just like reporting news. And man, you really been breaking down a lot of stuff, man. I know you don't care about analytics and stats, but you've been like giving us real content consistently Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday or Sunday when we had those OG segments. So I appreciate you, big dog, for being.
Listen. Listen. I'm humble. I'm not the best. I'm not the greatest or anything like that. But I've learned to look at things from perspective. Like don't you take emotions out of it because emotions will lie to you. Like you know when you get your first girlfriend, you think it's love. Like where's she going, right? Like she's gonna be here forever. And you don't realize it. So I've learned to take the emotion out of it and simply look at what actually happened. What can I physically see that everybody else saw happen? And that's when it like clicked for me. Like I got to do this differently, right? And I gotta show them because at that point people were just talking. I'm like, no, I'm gonna show you why I'm saying what I'm saying. And and believe it or not, most of what I was saying when I first started out, I got my ass chewed out every day. I was like, Greedy Williams need to change his name. He's not greedy. He's not good. He can't. And everybody was on my head. You crazy, greedy this, greedy that. I ain't heard that name since. I said, hey, we can. I said, hey, Montez Sweat, he got to work on his pass rush moves. You know, but the Lions can't take him because he in and of himself is not going to do much for the Lions. He was so great that all the Washington Redskins or the Washington football team now, all they kept doing was bringing in other D linemen because he in and of himself was not going to do it. So a lot of it was just me saying, look, let me just see what the film say. And I will show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. That way you couldn't say I was being biased.
Right. Yeah, my channel is changing up a little bit during in-season stuff because I want to have some more attached segments. Right now, I got it to the point where I love what I'm doing with the chop footage or the pre-made footage. I gear up and then I talk about a subject that's going to stay. But there's core segments I want to get into. I want to get into a 32 and 64, like a 30. I think I was talking to you about that. Like we talk about all 32 teams, what's going on in the league,
right?
And you know, in the hour segment, I think that's a good show to talk about. I think there is a segment that needs to be with the OGs because we need to debate some topics on the Lions. Because I swear to God, I'm counterculture a little bit. Okay, I there's counterculture, you know, because your theory on this open stuff, man. Like,
I go by film, bro.
I go by film. Even the announcer said it.
It's not, but it's not even just you though. Like I've had, like, bro, we do open film study in my Discord where we all get on mics and we watch film and we go through and break it down and have our debates and we go from there and show. But we'll put this one on tape. I'm telling you, my man's was open. The commentators, I don't watch football games with volume. The commentators probably said that, but when I watched the film, they all were open. I think did he have better options to throw to? Yes, I'm not arguing with you that he had better options.
Right. I got something for you too, because commentators are switch coat. They turn coat motherfuckers, man. So Louis Riddick was the commentator, right? Monday Night Football. Now, right. Louis Riddick has a popular opinion of what we should have drafted. He was very vocal about what we should have drafted. And he also interviewed for this job. You understand him?
Right.
He was very vocal about getting a wide receiver, taking Devontae Smith, I believe that's his name, right? Smith or Waddle or one of them, the big three, right? Jamar Chase. And he was like, you have Taylor Decker, you have Ragnow, and I think you're set there. You go receiver right now. He was adamant that was the choice. Now, he wasn't like adamant to a point where it was disrespectful. He was just like, Devontae, this is the choice. You know? On Monday Night Football, I know you watch it with the volume turned off. I want to know if people peeped, because I was gonna find the film and then put the film together and do all the editing and show you this fool. He said Goff has 3.8 seconds to throw the ball. And this is the second most he's ever had. He said that on Monday Night Football.
Well, that was proven. I think that was proven with numbers.
Him wrong. So if he
no. They said that it was on. I'm trying to think what they said it was on. Mm-hmm. Next Gen Stats that he got that number from?
Mm-hmm. Next Gen Stats.
I think it was the Next Gen Stats that he got that number from. But that even came up on NFL.com's. It came up on NFL.com's like article that Jared Goff had the second highest rate of his career of sitting in the pocket time. And if you look at it, that was in the first half. That seems about right.
Yeah. What bothers me is the man who tried to get that GM job. At the draft, he was a commentator telling us, yeah, draft a left tackle. This man would have unknowingly sabotaged his whole team by drafting a wide receiver, because Goff doesn't get that time. We have a clear weakness with Nelson, clear indication that he's not good. He's probably okay, but he's not great. You understand what I'm saying? Penei Sewell, and there's some hate coming from Penei Sewell. I know there's other people hate from Penei Sewell, other columnists and people write and everything. Penei Sewell was probably the most decent pick the Lions have selected since Calvin Johnson. I'm gonna take it there. You can say Hawkinson and all that greatness or whatever. Penei Sewell hasn't given up a sack in 3 years. This man is just coming into work. They crucified him. He didn't have no attitude, no nothing. He just came in. They told him 2 days before the game, oh, you're gonna play left tackle. He's been playing left tackle ever since. He's been solid. He's been great. And he was a phenomenal Brad Holmes pick. I think Brad Holmes picks are tremendous. I just want these guys on the field. Now, I don't know about these rookie undrafted. I don't know about those motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers kind of shaky. AJ Parker is nice, but some of these people, Bobby Price is shaky. I know he came from the old regime, but just talk about that real quick for me about Penei Sewell. I know I'm grandstanding.
No, I mean, but so
people forget what they was talking about months ago.
Well, I think a lot of it is people did not understand. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. It's a lot of Madden players that watch football, right? And they really do think that Madden is football, and it's not. The reality is it is very difficult to switch from left tackle to right tackle or to go from right tackle to left tackle. That's why there are some people who have been very great right tackles that are not good left tackles and vice versa. And so when people saw what they saw in preseason, they didn't understand that he had been out of the game for almost 2 years and is trying to get his footing back. So now he's back doing what he was doing in the first place. And people say, well, he got beat here. Well, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the Cowboys, but my man Tyron Smith been getting worked over by everybody. And so I think what you're starting to see is a young guy who's 20 years old, who, for all practical purposes, should be a Lion until well off into his 35th. He should be here for over 15, 16 years, his whole career. They should never let. He should have a longer career than Jeff Backus.
Right.
And
so your mission is to keep him at left tackle.
No, he got to go back to the right. He has to, because when you push him back to the right, what you're doing is this. You're doing two things. One, you're helping his development and being able to switch positions at need. But two, if he gets, one, he's already got the confidence from playing good at left. But now you put him back at right, you're helping your offensive line, because right now we're still running a lot of our plays to the left. That's where we're having our success in these run games, these screens to the left.
Right.
We gotta get more balance
to the left. Even the passing in the PFF chart says that the Lions are looking left all the time, and that's another reason I think Goff is really off center, because Nelson is, even though Nelson is serviceable, Nelson ain't the guy. I will give you that. Nelson is serviceable. He's not the guy, so you don't want to go through your progressions like that. But then again, you have 3.8 seconds to throw, and it's customary to be 5 seconds and out of your hand. I see some cracks in this offense that is just going to come to light come Thanksgiving. I want the offense to run smooth. Now, you made a good point. We can go run left and run right and have our plays go into fruition with Taylor Decker. I think that's a solid point.
Well, One Pride 40 asked the question of why not move Decker to the right. Well, the reason you don't move Decker to the right is because Sewell is going to be here long term. People forget Jonathan Ogden came in to the Ravens at the playing right tackle, and they tossed him in at left. He struggled a little bit. They put him back at right. He got his confidence back up. Then they put him back at left, all in the same season. And the same thing happened with Tyron Smith. He came in as a right tackle. They gave him a little burn there. Then they finally moved him over to the left, and to let him get himself going. The reason you don't move Decker to the right is because I think that Decker gives you more in the run game. And I need to be able to run the ball to the damn right. I cannot be stuck just running the ball to the left.
Right.
So I think at the end of the day, if you don't have the energy or the power to be able to run the ball to the right, it messes it up. It makes it easy to defend, and I don't want us to be easy to be defended. So you move him over to the right. He's a young guy. He needs to learn everything. He needs to learn how to play guard if he have to.
But you know what? He at worst he was a guard. I see Vok Lombardi say at worst this dude is a guard. This dude is he didn't say generational, but he said this dude is damn good. This dude is damn good.
I mean, yeah, right. Like yeah, and I rock with Vosh, but yeah, like you said, at worst he's a guard. At worst. And you seen that with Robert Gallery. You seen that with some guys in the past. I think RP to Mandarich. Mandarich, he was a left tackle, generational left tackle. Had to go to guard. Now we have a real generational left tackle, and I'm so mad at the Detroit Lions for messing people up in the past. Javid Best, messing people up, messing them up. Pure talents, just messing them, driving them into the ground. DeAndre Levy. I could just keep going on down the list. Travis Swanson, just messing people up. So I want to see them actively cultivate this man, benefit this man, put him in. And like you said, we got to see him at every position, because look, we need to look an evaluation year. you know who name I don't hear?
Who?
I don't hear Big V name, because he's at his true spot. Guard.
Oh yeah. You hear,
right?
If you hear his name, it's in a good spot, because he's in a good spot right there.
Now, I know One Pride 40 says, well, then why not just keep him at the left? You see the holes he's making up on the left. He's comfortable at the left. I get it. He's comfortable at the left. I get all of that. But when has Taylor Decker took any reps in practice at right tackle with this Lions team?
He did that.
He hasn't.
Ohio State. He hasn't been right tackle.
He hasn't.
Ohio State.
Exactly. And you're talking about that's his freshman year. So you're talking about a guy coming back and just being told, go to the right. No, he's a left tackle, whereas our other guy was already practicing at right tackle. Let him do his thing. So I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, I got you. On that note, it's been a great show. Again, the OGs is back. Nice little 2-hour show. I want to keep doing this. This is great. I'm gonna let y'all like, comment, subscribe. I definitely got send y'all off with something good, man. Let's see if I got any post-production stuff for y'all. Probably this.
The spirit of his choice